Hi everyone, this is Sheila and we're about to do a stretch body awareness class. We're going to stand facing the diagonal with our feet right underneath us, and we're just going to lift our knees up. So we're lifting the knees up and up, up, up. Keep going, up, up, lift. Now try it with a pointed foot. Point the foot. Point, 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 lift, up. Lift with a flexed foot, out, flex, a little harder, and lift, up, lift, 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 lift. Good. Coming to the back of your mat, let's take our feet about hips width apart, maybe a little bit more, and let's bring our arms up and we're going to take some squats. So we have 1, and lift, 2, back stay straight, 3, lift, hips go back, up, keep going, 5, lift, 6, up, 7, up, 8, keep going, and 1, and up, and 2, lift, to the back with our hips, lift, out, 4 more, 1, and up, 2, lift, out, up, out, and up. Come back to the center of the room, and let's turn our legs out. We're going to lift our knees to the side. We can put our hands on our hips. Same thing as we did when we were in a parallel position. So, knee, 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 knee. This first set, feet can be nice and loose. Lift, up, up. Now with a point. 1, point the foot, lift. Keep breathing, up, down, lift, flex foot, and 1, 2, keep going, breathe, lift, lift, up, up. Now we're going to go back to the end of our mats. Legs are turned out, feet are out towards the floor, and heels are in, arms up, squats, 1, up, 2, lift, push, up, keep going, breathe, lift, flat back, hips go back, up, back. We have 8 more. 1, up, 2, lift, 3, keep going, breathe, up, out, lift, out, 2 more, out, lift, out, and up. Bring the feet back into a parallel position underneath your hips here. Let's roll down through the body. Rolling through the spine. If your legs need to bend here, that's fine. Drop the heads down. Rolling up, engaging the abdominals. Lift. Coming all the way up. Straighten. Roll down. All the way through the spine. Hands slide along the legs. Heads down. Rolling up. Breathe. Lift. Coming up, right, 2 more, rolling down. Trying each time that you roll down to feel more of the spine opening up, heads down. Feeling your fold when you get all the way down here through the front of the head. Coming up, straighten shoulders, come down last time, rolling down. Breathe, slide, heads down, drop, and roll up, lift, breathe, and come up. Hands go on the hips, and we're going to reverse the spine by arching down, bending the knees, sticking the butt out, letting the belly come forward, knees are down. Allow the head dropping down towards the legs, and then the head knees coming up. Lift, still in that arch. So we're manipulating the spine upright, bend, arch. See if we can make more of an arch through that spine. Head stays up until it drops, swings, and then lifts back up. Leading the spine in this arch. Coming to an upright position. 2 more. Arch down. Breathe. All the way down. Good. Let the heads drop. Reach the head up. Lift. Come all the way up. Upright. Reset it. And then once more. Arching down. Breathe. All the way. Good. Head is loose. Swing it forward and then back up. Lift. Coming up right. and stand. Good. Let's go back into the middle of the mat here. And we're going to lift our knees up like we did at the beginning and then shoot the leg behind. So we lift the leg up, press it out. Press the heel down to get that stretch. Drop the knee down and straighten. Down and straighten. Drop it down and straighten. Drop it down and straighten. Lift the knee up and bring it down. Let's take it to the other side. Lift the knee up, going out. There might be a little bit of a balance issue there. Keep the back straight, heel presses down. Knee down and straighten. Knee down and straighten. Knee down and straighten. Knee down and straighten. Lift that knee back up and down. Let's do it once more. See if you can point your feet as you lift that knee up. Point, press it down, and get the heel back. Knee down and straighten. Knee down and straighten. Knee down and straighten. Knee down and straighten. Point the foot, lift up and down. Other side. Point. Send that leg back. Press the heel down so you get a stretch to the Achilles. Knee down. Straighten. Knee down. Straighten. Knee down. And straighten. Knee down. And straighten. Point the foot, lift, and come down. Now we're going to turn towards the open position here. Very wide. And go into bent knee position. So we have bend, keeping our back straight. And lift. Bend down. And lift. Bend it down. And lift. Bend it down. And lift. Let's bring our arms up, slide them out. As we go into that bent knee position, backs are straight. We're going to swing our hips back and then forward. Back and forward. Hips back and forward and back and forward. From here, with our knees out to the side, hands right on the knees, we're going to take little pulses forward. 1, 2, 3. Keep going. 5, 6, good, 7, and 8. Let's drop the hands down, straighten the legs, and now we feel a stretch through our whole spine and into our hamstrings. Now we've been doing a lot of kind of more challenging exercises to warm up. So now we can take advantage of that warmth to really stretch in the body. So let's bend our right leg, feeling the inside thigh of the left leg getting a stretch. Push up, over, and shift. Push, knee out, inside thigh of the other leg is getting a stretch. Coming up, over, and drop. Coming up, breathe. Let the upper body really hang. Dropping down, you're supporting yourself with your hands and your feet. 2 more sets. Come up. Notice what happens in that lower back as you make that shift. And coming up, shift, and change. We have 1 more set. Lift it up, coming over and down. Feel that inside thigh, get a nice stretch there. Lift up, last set, over, feeling that stretch in the inside thigh. Good, coming upright. Let's walk our hands over to the right side, heads go down towards this right leg. And from here, bend that right knee. Now pushing the hip up to increase the stretch. Reach up with that hip, down with the heel. Repeat, bend, inhale, exhale, and stretch. Bend, inhale, exhale, stretch. 2 more, bend, inhale, exhale. Lengthen that leg, head goes up, last time. Bend, inhale, and lengthen the leg. Drop the body over to the leg there, head goes down, and stretch. Let's walk the hands out. Now your legs are not completely turned out, but they definitely have a rotation there. Head is down. Establish this stretch over the left leg, elbows are bent. Bend that left knee, inhale, straighten the leg, and push the hip up. Trying to drop the body over more. And again, bend, inhale, exhale, lengthen through that leg, and hold for a second.
And 2 more, bend, inhale, lengthen as you exhale, pushing the hip upright, trying to drop the body more over that leg, and bend, inhale, exhale, and stretch. Good. Let's walk to the center. And this time, let's try and get our elbows down. Now, you might not be able to get them to the floor. I can't. But you can get it fairly close. And we're just dropping our heads down. And we're going to bend both knees out, pressing your knees out over the toes. Push up with the hips, and maybe your body will lower a little bit more so you can get those elbows towards the floor too. We're going to take 3 more. Bend the knees. Inhale. Exhale. And straighten. And bend. Inhale. Exhale. And straighten. Good. Once more. Bend. Inhale. And exhale. And straighten. And let's this time go over to the left leg first. We're dropping our bodies over. You may find that you're a little bit more folded over from that front of the hip on that left side. We're going to lift the toe up to increase the stretch on the left hamstring. So we're going to lift the toe up. Heel stays on the floor. Feel the length that happens along the back of that left leg. Foot goes down. Drape the body down. We have 3 more. Flex, pushing out. Feel that length. Good. And release and drop. So you're inhaling as you drop. Inhaling. Exhale on the effort of lifting the toe up. Feeling the heel driving into the floor, toe coming up to increase the stretch. And then drop and release. Inhale last time. Exhale, press up. Feel the toe lifting, heel going to the floor, and that nice length that happens in the left leg. Good. Put the foot down, drape it, walking over towards your right side. Head is dropped. Lengthen. Feel this, establish this position. Feel how long you feel through this leg and see if it will be different after we finish the flex. Here we go. Breath in. Exhale and press up through the toe. Feel the length that happens through that leg as the hip goes up and the heel stays on the floor. Release the foot down and drape the body down. Breathing in. Exhale and flex. Enjoy that length. And foot comes down and drape the body. Inhale. Exhale, flex out through the heel. Feel that lengthening, that opening, the hamstrings. And then foot down, drape. And once more, deep breath in. Exhale, flex out through the heel. Really try to maximize the flexibility there. Good. And drop it down. Good. Let's walk our hands back over to the center. And if you need to adjust your feet in any way, you can. You're folding right from the hips. And once again, let's try and get our elbows down. Drop our heads down. You might find you're a little farther over. Bending both knees out. Breathing in. Exhale, press and stretch. 3 more. Bend. Knees go out over the toes. And stretch. Long line. 2 more. Bend. Inhale. And extend the hips up. And last time, bend. Inhale. Exhale and extend up. Good. Let's walk ourselves over to the right. Shift our feet. Bend that front knee so we come into a lunge position here. Our knee is right over our ankle there. So we've got a nice press through on this front leg here. And we're going to bend the knee down, release the toe, and press the hip more forward. Release the toe under and come back into your lunge. Press. Drop the knee down, toe releases. And toe and press into that lunge. Good. Knee down, toe and release. Let's take that once more. Toe under and press. Good. From here, secure yourself with your back arm. I'm going to reach that front arm forward. Come up, stretching to the back, all the way as we are keeping that back leg in a lunge. You may find there's some balancing happening here, balancing issues. And reach. Let's do that once more. Breath, reach, swing around. And we have one last one. Reach, lift, around, and down. Good. Knee comes down, toe releases. If you can, you're going to reach the back arm around and grab a hold of the foot and press the foot towards your derriere as your hip comes forward. If that doesn't work for you, you can just leave the leg down and reach that arm out as you get a stretch in that hip. Good. Coming to a neutral position, curl the toe under, behind, go back into your lunge position, and let's press that heel a little bit farther forward towards the front leg and straighten the right. The leg that's in front of you. Elbows are down. Let's rock through the front foot, the back foot, so your heel's lifting. Heel goes down, and now we're going to rock with the front foot. So the front toe comes up. I hope you can see that with my hair or my arms might be in the way. And then foot down. Let's continue rocking. So we've got the heel lifting, heel down, toe comes up, lengthening the front leg, and toe down. 2 more sets. Lift the heel up, and heel down. Toe comes up, lengthen through that front leg. Good, head is loose, shake it out. Foot down, last one. Lift up, heel down, and front toe comes up. Long line, you might be pushing with your hands to help you, and toe down. Good. Let's rotate the legs around to the other side and take that whole series in the opposite direction. So adjust your body so you can get into a full lunge there, remembering where knee and ankle line up. Back hip is stretching there, pressing it forward, and knee goes down, toe releases, hip comes forward. Toe goes under and back into your lunge. And drop it down, toe releases. And keeping that hip going forward. Curl the toe under, press, lunge. Knee down, toe, and releases. Last time. Toe, press, and stretch. Good. Knee down, toe, and release. Now let's go back into our lunge. Adjust yourself so you have some support on the back arm. Keeping the back leg straight, we're reaching the same arm out and around. So again, there may be a little bit of a balance issue here. Reach, stretch, and around. 2 more. Using your breath. Reach, lift, around, and back. Last one. Reach forward, lift it up, around, and to the back. Good. From here, we're going to straighten the legs, hopping that back leg up a little bit more towards the front leg, and press back. So you're trying to put the heel down on the back foot, and we're lengthening through the front leg, folding from the hips. Back heel lifts. So we're rocking forward, heel goes down, and now the front toe comes up as we're lengthening through that front leg. Head is loose. Keep going. Driving the back heel up, rocking forward, heel down, toe comes up, flex it, lengthen. Good. Foot down, rocking forward, heel lifts. Heel goes down. Toe comes up. Feel that stretch. Woo, that's nice. And foot down, and let's take it once more. Heel comes up and down. And toe comes up and release. Good. Bend the knee. We may have forgotten to do this last piece. We're going to press that back knee back a little bit more so you get a stretch through this leg here. And if you can, you're going to reach that back arm up. Grab hold of the foot and press the hip forward as the knee is really truly bending, not on top of the kneecap. And you've got the back heel coming towards the derriere. Stretches your hamstring and the hip. The thigh muscle and the hip. And again, if you need to, you can release it and take a modified version there. Excellent. Okay, let's curl under and let's push forward, bringing the feet together. Heads go down. Let's take some more stretches through our hamstrings. We're going to fold our hands this time. Our elbows come together. Head goes through, so we're making a picture frame. Bend knees. Inhale. Exhale. Push the hips up. Heads go down. Again, bend. Inhale. Exhale. Push the hips up. Weight goes forward. and down towards your toes. Again, bend, inhale, exhale. Trying to really drop the elbows towards the floor. Last time, bend, inhale, exhale, and press. Good. Drop the hands down. Let's bring our hands up along our legs. And then once we've gotten into a bent knee position here, so open the legs a little bit wider, stick the derriere out, and start into our lower spine. So we start with a flat back, using our hands to press against our knees. We're going to roll through the spine, curving that back. Drop down, release, and arch through the spine. Heads come up, shoulders are down, and roll, bringing the lower back up. Press down, push, and arch. 2 more. Roll through that spine. Lift, push down, and arch. Good. And roll. Pushing up through the lower back. And drop down, and arch. Let's continue that arch and come all the way up, and then settle and make sure that that back is straight. Coming back to the center of the room, let's just take some simple stretches. Feet are right underneath the hips, maybe a little bit wider than that. And let's just reach the arm up, and our rib cage up, release, up, release, up, release, up, release. Other side, up, release, up, release, lift, release, up, release. We're going to go to the diagonal on the other side. So reach, release, reach, diagonal, up. Good. And reach, out, and cross it, other side. Reach and down, out and down. Reach and down, and reach and down. This time we're going to go as far over to the side as we can. Our legs are still straight, so we're reaching out to the side and release. Reach it and release. Stretch it out. Nice side body stretch. And reach and come up. Other side, going over and reach and come up. Over to the side and come up. Reach it out and out and up. Bend the knees. Let's work with our upper body. I'm going to turn to the diagonal, so we're going to work through the chest. Front. Carry it to the side. Around to the back and side. Keep going. Front to the side and back and side. Our knees are bent. Front and sides are not involving the hips. Back and side and front and side and back and side. Let's reverse it to the other side. Front to the other side. Good. Back and side. Trying to keep our hips still so that our ribs can really get a good workout. And isolate again. Front and side and back and side. Once more. Front and side and back and side. Good. Come to a neutral position. Straighten up. Let's go into a flat back. So holding on to the front of the hip flexor here so that you aren't involved in your lower spine. We're going to fold and cut right from there. Flat back and come upright. 4 of these. Over and come upright. 2 more. And over, flat back and come upright. And once more. Flat back, over. Good. And come upright. Let's switch positions and go to the other diagonal. Bend the knees. And this time we're going to make our hips do the circling. So we're going to push our hips forward. Carry it over to the front. To the back. And side. Front. And side. Good. Back and around. 2 more. Front and side. And back and side. Last time. Front and side. And back and side. Let's reverse that. So we go into the front and side. Pushing through all of the ligaments, all of the muscles in thigh and hip area. So you're getting a nice opening through that whole hip area. Good. And going around, back and side. 1 more. Front and side and back
and sigh. Good. Coming around and come upright. Let's go over into that flat back again. This time our hands are going to go behind us. We're going to bend the knees and reach arms forward. So we bend, keeping that flat back. Reach forward. Now as we straighten up, we're trying to shoot forward with our bodies and keep that flat back and the arms go behind. Swing forward. The arms bend and stretch out. 2 more. And bend, reach. And stretch out. And last one. Bend, reach, and stretch out. Drop it all the way down. As our bodies are over, we're going to bend the knees and we're going to start to do a little work on our feet. So we're going to lift the heel up on the front leg. Bring it down. Other side, lift the heel up. Bring it down. Lift it up and down. So we're switching side to side. Bend and down. 2 more sets. Let that head be loose as you work through the feet. And up and down. And lift it up. And down. And lift it up. And down. Let's straighten the legs. Bend the knees. Rolling up through the spine. Excellent. Let's go all the way down to the floor and continue our work on our feet. So our knees are bent. We're going to lift this leg up. We can hold onto it. Our backs are straight. Let's flex through the foot. Ball of foot and point. Toes, flex. Ball of foot, point. Toes, flex. Ball of foot, point. Keep the back straight. Toes, shoulders are down. Ball and point. And toes, flex. Ball and down. Shake the foot out. Let's take circles. So we're making the inside circle happen here with the big toe leading that circle, feeling that in our ankles. Good, all the way around. And one more, circle and around. Let's reverse that. The little toe is now leading here, around. Feeling what that does to your ankle. Good, all the way around. Breathe. And once more, all the way around. And release that, shake that leg out. Let's shoot that leg out, sitting up tall, flex the foot. And we're gonna push the hip away from us. So we get a little twist towards this bent knee and bring it back. Hip pushes, torso goes with it. Hip comes back, torso may go in the opposite direction. Push it out, press out through that heel. And release. And once more, press it out. And bring it back. Good, point foot, other leg comes down. Let's lift up through our bodies. You're gonna feel the difference between the leg that we just worked. And now from here, breathing in, we're gonna fold over, down, over the legs. Hands go down, drop the body down. Reach the arms out, lift, and come upright. Flex the feet. Lift, breathing out and over, feeling the crease in the front of the hips. Is the focal point for your fold. Drop the head down. Reach the arms out and lift. We have 2 more sets. Point the feet, lift, reaching out, dropping down, and allow the body to fold. Reach it out, come upright, and last time, flex, lift, drop all the way down. Letting the body really gently fold over the legs there. Reach out, come up. And open. Let's turn to the other side. We've got our knees bent. Divine flesh is up from underneath us, and we're lifting up the leg that we haven't worked yet. Backs are straight, holding onto the knee. And we're flexing the foot, ball of the foot, and toes. Toes come up, flex. Ball, point, toes, flex. Ball, toes, and flex. Last one. Ball and point. And toes and flex. Shake the foot out. Let's begin those circles. So we're making the big toe be the leader in this circle. Feeling this action in your ankle around and up and around. Let's take that once more. Really feeling what happens to the ankle as it stretches out. And then we're reversing it. Little toe all the way around. Good. And circle and around. Repeat. Circle and around. And circle. And around. Good. Shake the foot out. Put the foot down. Holding on to this bent knee. Flex the foot. And again, we're pushing the heel and hip away. Upper body will twist. And then we're bringing that hip back. Push it away. Allowing the upper body to reflect motion. and push it back. Good, 2 more. Push, make it go out, and bring it back, and push it out. Press, and bring it back. Good, coming back to a neutral position. This time you'll start feet. You may feel a little more even here with the legs. Divine flesh out from underneath. Reach up, pulling over with the upper body, reaching the hands out as far as they can go. Drop the hands down and let the body slide down. Reach the arms out and come upright. Point the feet. Repeat. Lift. Folding over from the crease in the hips. All the way down. Allow the hands to drop. Head goes down. Breathe out and come up. Each time that you breathe out, you want to see if you can go a little farther forward. So here we go. With a flexed foot, we're reaching forward. Dropping. Head is down. And now, as you reach forward with those arms, see if you can get a little farther forward so you increase the stretch in the hamstring. Point the feet. This is the last set. Lift. Coming over. Dropping down. Allowing the body to just hang good. And reach out and lift up. Excellent. We're going to slide down. And if you want to maintain yourself on the mat instead of staying on the diagonal like I am, you can do that. I'm doing the diagonal so you can see what I'm doing. So our elbows are underneath us here and our feet are pointed. We're going to slide that front leg in, lift it up, flex the foot, drop it down with the heel, and then we're going to point the foot and bring the leg up and down. Other leg, bring it in. You're holding in your abdominals. Knee comes to the chest, extend it up, flex the feet, drop it down, then point the foot and lift it up and down. We're going to repeat, still holding on to those abdominals. Front leg in, extend it up, flex the foot, make it go all the way down, really reaching out, holding on to those abdominals, point the foot, bottom up and down. There is a curve in your back. Lift the leg, extend it up, flex the foot, let it come down, pressing out, keeping abdominals engaged, point the foot, lift up. We have 4 more, 2 on each side. Lift, extend it up, flex the foot, slide it down, keeping yourself pressing up with your elbows, good, point, lift up and down, and lift, extend, up, good, flex the foot, keep it going down, other leg is pointed, then point the foot, lift up. We have 1 more set on each side, and lift, good, extend, breathe, flex, controlling it down, point the foot, and lift up and down. Last one, lift, extend, breathe, flex the foot, coming down, control it, excellent, point the foot, lift up and down. Good. Push yourself upright. Let's once again fold over, but we're just going to feel that fold so we can release some of the abdominal work here. Fold and come upright. And fold and come upright. Good. Fold and come upright. Once more. Fold. We're going to repeat with flexed feet. So we're really working through these hip flexors and feeling this in our hamstrings. Backs are straight. Lift 2 more. And over. And come upright. And over. And come upright. Good. We're going to now do a similar exercise to the side. So let's lie all the way down. And, well, actually not all the way down. We're going to still support ourselves with our elbows here right under our shoulder. Try not to sag through here. We're going to lift up. And we're going to rotate the legs out. So across the top leg over the bottom leg, and our knees are trying to aim towards the floor here on the bottom leg and up to the ceiling with the top leg. Feet are pointed. Lift the leg up from here. We're going to extend it out just as we did in our parallel position. Flex. Heel goes out, trying to maintain our torso where it has been all along. Point the foot, lift the leg up and down. Now we're not reversing legs, obviously. So we're going to do 4 in this direction with this leg, top leg being the workhorse here, all the way down through the flex. Point the foot and lift up and down. 2 more sets. Lift it up, breathe, extend it up, all the way, flex, keeping the ribcage lifted, all the way down, control it, Good. Point, lift up and down. Last one. So it gets a little intense towards the end here. Lift, extend, bottom leg is pointed, flex, drive it out all the way down. Last one, point. Lift the leg and come down. Good. Let's swing the legs around and we're going to take it to the other side. So we're setting ourselves up in that rotated position. Bottom leg is facing down towards the floor and the top leg is, the knee is reaching up towards the ceiling. Rib cage is lifted, point the feet. Lift, extend the leg up. Good, flex. Control it as it goes down. Point the foot and lift up and down. Coming in, lift, extend it, reach, flex the foot, control it down, point the foot, bottom up and down, and breathe in, lift it up, keep it reaching, good, flex, all the way down, bottom leg is still engaged, point the foot, lift up and down, and here's our last one, lift, breathe it up. Flex that foot, keeping the ribs lifted here, coming all the way down, point the foot, lift up and down. Good. Swing the legs to the front. Okay, that's a little intense on the hips, so let's rock side to side. Here we go. Lift, up, good, and down. Bending the knees. Let's get our backs nice and tall, and we're holding our legs in, and then let them open so you can release through that hip area. And come up, and release, and open. And close it up. And stretch it out, keep the backs nice and long. And close once more, and open. And close. Good. Legs go out. Let's open them out to the side. And once again, do a little bit more work on that hip before we use the second position to stretch. So our legs are not necessarily to our fullest extent to the side, but we're going to roll this hip over. Feel that stretch. We can really focus on this hip because we've done already so much work on the hamstring. And down. Good. Roll it over. Now my knee is slightly soft here. And roll it and come down. We're just easing out through that hip area. Roll it and come down. And we have one more. Rolling it over and come down. Let's take it to the other side. Shifting your weight in your hands so you really can get into this hip. Roll it and open. And roll it over and open it out. And roll it over. And open it out. Last one. Rolling it over. And opening it out. Good. Sitting up taller, see if you can get your legs a little farther out. And open. Backs are straight. Divine flush is up from underneath you. Feet are pointed. Rolling down through the top of the head to the front. Reaching out with those arms as you roll. You're going to go as far over as you can. Heads are dropping towards the floor. My head is up slightly so that I can talk to you without having too much of an echo. Let's flex out through the heels. Press the heels away so you can lower your body a little bit farther over. Heads are loose, elbows are slightly bent. Pressing out through those heels and point the feet. Again, breathing in, exhale and flex out through those heels. Feeling a stretch that happens in inside thighs. And you may find that you get a stretch elsewhere as well. Point the feet. Again, breath in, exhale, flex. See if you can make your hands crawl a little bit farther over. Opening up through the inside thigh there. And point last time, deep breath in, exhale and flex. Reaching out. Good. Bring your hands in, roll up through your spine. Your feet are still nice and flexed. Coming upright, let's reach to the side. Arm comes over, opposite arms over, moving to the right. See if you can touch that foot. If you can't, go as far over as you can. We're still maintaining this hip on the floor here. Good. Reach the arm up and point the foot. And flex and reach. The other foot is staying flexed as an anchor. Point the foot and arm comes up. Breathe in. Exhale and go over. Point the foot and reach, inhale. Trying to reach farther over as the opposite hip stays on the floor, reaching, and last time. Point the foot, reach arms up, and exhale, and flex. Let's roll towards the foot, trying to get the elbows down, breathing. Again, here we go with point and flex, but both legs are gonna do it. So breathe and point. Flex out through the heels, see if you can drop farther over. Point the feet, and flex, dropping over. And point, both hips stay on the floor. And flex. And last time, point and flex. Good. Walking yourself upright, coming to an upright position. Gently move your body over to the side there, and then just reach on the other side. Feet are still pointed at this point. We're reaching, trying to get that top arm over towards the toe. Breathe, feel that lengthen. There, opposite hips on the floor. Now we're going to point this one foot as we reach the arm up. Opposite hip stays on the floor. And flex and reach. And point and lift arm. And flex and reach. Point and lift. Exhale, still trying to increase the stretch here as the arm comes over and the foot points, opposite hips on the floor. Last one, lift and come over and flex. Good. Let's rotate, drop the arms down, head comes down. Now both legs are going to work here. So we're pointing both feet. And now as we exhale and flex, we're trying to drop the body more over to that left leg. Opposite hip stays on the floor. Point, inhale, exhale, flex, and drop over. 2 more sets. Point, inhale, exhale, and flex. And last time, point, inhale, exhale, and flex. Feel that lengthen through the body. And using your hands, gently roll yourself up. And come to the center. Let's bring the legs together and shake them out. We're going to do a little arm work now. So we're going to go into our hands and knees position, and then bring your hands a little bit farther forward so your hips can be more on a diagonal slant here. So let's go down with our elbows going towards our rib cage and push up. And down and up. Dropping down, hugging those elbows towards our rib cage, and down and up. Let's take 4 more. Drop down and up. And holding onto your abdominals and lift. Drop it down, elbows squeeze towards the rib cage. Up. Last one. Squeeze them down and up. Let's push back into a child's pose. Dropping our hips down, elbows are bent. Stretching out that lower back. And then coming forward, let's curl our toes under, and we're going to press our heels into a down dog. So we're really pressing our heels down, our hips come up, adjusting your arms however you need them to be, and you feel that lengthen through the top of the hamstring area. We're going to drop our knees down, but not touching the floor. So we're working the abdominals a bit here. So 1, and press back. And 2, and press back, and 3, and press back. Good. And 4, and press back. Staying in this down dog, we're going to lift the front leg, point it, extend it, let it come, turn it out, all the way up as high as you get it, and then bring it down, let it come to a parallel position, and release. Back up, point it, rotate it out, stretch it up as high as you can get it, and then bring it down, rotate it back into a parallel position, foot down. Again, right leg, whatever leg's in the front. Lift all the way up, it's rotated, and come down in a rotated position, parallel, foot comes down, back leg pointed, rotate it out, lift it up, good. Bringing it back down, bring it back into a parallel position, and press into down dog. Let's repeat the knees going down. Knees down, holding onto the abdominals. They don't touch the floor.
press back. Good. And knees down. You're breathing. And press back. 2 more. Bend down. And press back. And bend down. And press back. We're going to repeat the extensions. Front leg rotates out, lift it up, stretch it up as high as you can, bring it back down, bring it into parallel position, and foot down, other leg. Point, rotate it out, extend it up, lengthen, bring it back down, parallel, foot comes down. Repeat, front leg, parallel, rotate it out, stretch it up, use your arms, and come down, parallel, release. Last set, point. Reach it up, extend it out, lengthen, coming back down, come to parallel. Good. Let's bring the knees down. This time we are going to allow ourselves to put them on the floor and push back into child's pose. Heads down. And rolling up through the spine. Let's do a little bit of work on our shoulders. So keeping our back straight, I'm turning to the diagonal again so you can see what I'm doing. So our backs are straight. Let's lift our shoulders up and down. Lift and down. Lift them up and down. And lift and down. Bring them to the front. Forward and back. And forward and back. Good. Forward and back. And forward and back. Let's circle right. Forward. Lift. Back. Down. Forward. Lift. Back and down. The front. Lift, back, down, front, lift, back, other side, go in front, lift, back, and down, stretch and forward, lift, back, and down, 2 more, lift, back, and down, forward, lift, back, and down. Coming to a seated position, crossing the legs, sitting up tall and getting the derriere out from underneath. Let's bring our arms out with a fist. We've got the little fingers going up towards the ceiling. So we've got a rotated position here. Arms come in and out, and in and out. Bring it in and out, and in and out. Rotate the hands and coming up over and out, up, over and out. Up, over, and out, up, over. Repeat. Little fingers up towards the ceiling, coming in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in. Rotate it, little fingers to the floor, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out. Good. Dropping the arms. Let's cross over the left arm and bring our hand towards the shoulder, our right hand towards the shoulder, and just slide along that arm, and then take the wrist and pull, keeping your torso front so you're going to stretch through that whole area on the left shoulder. Good. And release. And let's take it to the other side. So the right arm comes up, left hand comes to the shoulder here, and we've got our back straight, sitting up, and pull and slide, coming to the wrist, and then gently pull as your torso stays front. So really trying to open up the area of that shoulder. Good. And release. And you'll notice all of a sudden some things feel a little bit different. Let's take it once more. Really keeping the backs nice and tall. If you have to readjust and get the divine flesh where you need it to be, go for it. So let's take our left arm out to the side again. Right comes across. We're really pulling, keeping the torso nice and straight. Grab hold of the wrist and lengthen out. And it should feel good. You're going to feel this in many different places in that whole shoulder area, maybe in the back as well. Upper back there. Good. And release. And last time. Arm, grasp it, pull, keeping the torso front, holding onto the wrist there, and feel that pull. Long and release. Keeping the backs tall, let's work with the neck, and our head goes down to the chin, to the chest, and head up, and head down, and head up. Head goes down, head comes up, head goes down, head comes up. Let's come to a neutral position.
turning the head towards the right and to the left. Back stays straight and chin leads over to the right and left. Good. Chin over to the right and left and over and out. Start some circles, dropping down, circle to the right, lift up through the diagonals to the top of the ceiling, all the way down. We got 3 more of those, circling that head. Really breathing through it, keeping the spine nice and long. You'll find that it stretches in the neck area, all the way around. Lift, and coming down, we have 1 more. And you can do this either with your eyes open or closed. Sometimes I really like to keep my eyes open and see everything along the pathway. And let's reverse that, looking to the left, all the way up and around and down. And circle, lift it up, around and down. We have 2 more, circling around. Lift it up, all the way around and down. Once more, circle, coming up, around and down. Lifting your head upright, and let's go back onto our hands and knees. We're going to take a little bit more hip work on our hands and knees. So really set yourself up so you have a flat back. And we're going to lift that front leg up. Foot is pointed. We're going to rotate it out and bring the knee towards the elbow. Coming back out and parallel. Lift it up, rotate it, coming to the elbow, coming back into that parallel position. So we're really moving through that hip. Rotate it out. Elbow, coming back and lift. And you're going to find that you got some work through your abdominals as well. In, coming out, and parallel. Come down, let's take it to the other side. Leg comes up, rotate it up. Bring the knee towards the elbow, coming back out and parallel. Turn it out, bring it to the elbow, coming back out and parallel. Maintaining the abdominals and a nice tight position and having them help you. And rotate it out, come to the elbow, coming back out. Parallel. Release that. Let's press back into child's pose once more. Elbows are down. Rolling up through the spine. Let's push our hands behind us and let our hips come up and arch back. So our thighs get a stretch, our hips get a stretch. And release. Breathe in. Exhale. Press hips up. And release. You're going to find also, as you press up, you feel the shoulder blades squeezing together, so your chest opens and come down. And last time, breathe, press, hips go forward, chest is opening, and come down. Excellent. Walk yourself forward with the hands, curl the toes under, and press the heels down. Now we're going to walk our feet towards our hands. So we're bending our knees, walking our feet towards our hands, seeing if we can get right underneath there and drop over. Rolling up through the spine as your knees bend, coming all the way upright. And lengthen. Excellent. Let's take one last thing standing. Adjust your clothing if you need to. And we're just going to take some simple swings. So our feet are underneath our hips. Bring our arms up. We're going to swing, drop the arms down behind us and up. Our knees are bending and up, drop down and up and down. Keep going and down and up. You'll find something happening in your hips and down and up and down and up. Good. All right. Bend the knees, a little more hip work. We're going to press the hips forward, going around to the right, to the back, push through and down and around to the left. Really opening up in any ligaments or muscles that may feel still a little tight, despite what we've done so far. Come forward, circle, around, back, come forward, circle, and around. One more time. Forward, circle, and around. Last one. Forward, circle, and around. Good. With me from this position, let's reach our arms out. Breathing in, clasping the hands together. Coming into our hands at our heart chakra position. And I want to thank you very much for joining me in this class. A little more difficult, a little more challenging. And I appreciate your participation in the class. Make sure you have really given yourself modifications if you've needed to. All right, until the next time.